Hello everyone. So topic for today's session is break statement. Now by name you can get idea. Break, okay, to stop something, to break out of something like that. Okay, so let's see why we use break. The keyword break allow you to jump out of loop instantly. Okay, now we have seen the loop in previous videos. Okay, there are total 3 types of loop: for loop, while loop, do while loop. Okay, that we use to execute some task repeatedly. But there are certain situations where we came across, for example, if something happened, then we should jump. That means control should jump out of loop at that time. Okay, without waiting to get back to conditional test, even without going back to conditional test itself. That means if something happened, just get out of loop. Okay, so this kind of mechanism, this kind of structure that we can implement in our C program using break statement. Okay, so now let's see one program. Write a program to determine whether number is prime or not. Okay, now first question is, what is prime number? Prime number is nothing but it is a number which is divisible by 1 or itself. For example, if I say number 5, is number 5 is divisible by 1? Yes. Is number 5 divisible by 5 itself? Yes. Is number is divisible by 10? No. Okay, so 5 is prime number. Now let's see program of it. Okay, comment to check whether given number is prime or not. Then our main function. Okay, I have declared 2 integer variable, that is number and I. Printf, enter a number. Over here we are just checking whether this number is prime or not. Okay, so but obviously I had to ask user for a number, and we just save this number in num variable. Now there is I is equals to 2, that is initial condition. Okay, I had to put I had to save I is equals to 2. Why that we learn in just a couple of minutes. Okay, now over here we are using while loop. Okay, now you can see in this while loop, testing condition is something like that: I is less than or equals to number minus 1. Okay, now as I told you, prime number is 1 which is divisible by 1 or itself. That means I can check whether this particular number is prime or not by dividing that particular number with rest of the number, that is 2 to number minus 1. Okay, but obviously if number is divisible by 1 and number itself, and of course it is divisible by 1 and number itself, and every number is divisible by 1 and itself, but we are checking for rest of the number whether if number is divisible by 2, 3, 4 or up to number minus 1, that means this number is not prime number. Okay, that's why I had initialized this I with 2, because if I is equals to 1, then that means okay, inside this loop what I am going to do is I have used one if statement. Inside this if, I have put one condition: if number modulo I equal 0. So what does it mean? This means number is divisible by that particular number. For example, if I say 8 modulo 2, that means your remainder is 0, so condition becomes true. Okay, if I say 8 modulo 3, then what will happen? You will get remainder 2, and 2 is not equals to 0. That's why condition become false. Okay, so if you are in this lecture, you must have idea of what is prime number and what is logic to check whether that particular number is prime number or not. Okay, so let me again explain you I. Okay, and I is initialized with initially 2. Now if I say I is equals to 1, obviously if number modulo 1, it will always be 0. That means this condition will always true. That means we don't need to check whether it is divisible by 1 or whether it is divisible by number itself. So we are just keeping that part. Okay, so first we have 1 is skipped by initializing I is equals to 2, and over here you can see we have decremented number by 1. So the range of this condition is from 2 to number minus 1. That means if I have entered 10, okay, so range of this is 2 to 9. That means we are checking for divisibility by number 2 to up to 9. Okay, now while checking if this number is divisible by any of number between 2 to 9, then number is not prime number. So we just found our statement that if number is divisible by any number, then it is not a prime number. Okay, so after printing this statement, you just need to get out of that particular loop. Okay, so this is closing brackets of if statement, and after that it is I plus plus. For example, your number is, let's say, 5. Okay, so while, okay, I will explain you later in my programming part. Okay, so I plus plus, so you are incrementing I, and this is closing of while loop. Okay, if I equal number, that means number is 2 itself, then printf prime number. Okay, because 2 itself is prime number and 2 is only even number, even prime number. Okay, so this is my file which will demonstrate you how to use break statement, or I can say how break statement work. Okay, so program aim is same, that is I want to check whether that particular number is prime or not. Okay, so first thing you have to declare variable integer I, and second one is for number. After that, let me initialize I with 2. Okay, now after that we will take one while loop. Okay, inside this while loop I will specify condition. Okay, so what is condition? If I is less than or equals to number minus 1. This is my bracket of for while loop. Now inside this while we will check whether this number is perfectly divisible by this particular I or not. Okay, so if it is divisible by this number, then remainder will be 0. So this is bracket of if statement, printf number is not prime number. Okay, else. Now over here it comes your break statement, and now in else part, not over here. Okay, after that, after executing this while loop, over here we will printf number is prime number. Okay, there are another situation where number can be prime number. What is that situation? If number equal to I, that means if number is equals to I, then again, okay, we need to write the statement inside this if. That's it. Save. Okay, now let me explain you. For example, user has entered, let's say, 8. Okay, this is 8. So number equals to 8. Okay, now we control comes to this while loop. I, what is value of I initially? Okay, over here it comes I plus plus, which is to increment value of I. else I will be same 2. Okay, so it will be of no use. So I equals to 2 initially, I is equals to 2. Now what is this means? 2 is less than equals to, what is value of number? Number is 8. 8 minus 1, that is 7. Okay, so 2 is less than equals to 7, condition is true, so control goes inside this loop. Okay, now here it comes our if statement. Okay, now see, number modulo I. Okay, so what is value of number? That is 8. Okay, and we are performing modulo operation, modulo I. Now what is value of I? What is value of I? That is 2. So this operation will return you reminder of division operation. Okay, so and you all know very well that 8 is divisible by 2 perfectly. Okay, so it will return 0. So it will return 0 and this condition becomes true. Okay, so 0 equal 0, condition become true. So printf number is not prime number and break. So your control goes out of this while loop. Okay, control goes out of this while loop. Now here it comes our if statement. Now what is value of number? That is 8. And what is value of I? That is 2. Is condition is true? No, condition is not true. 8 is not equals to 2. Okay, so the statement inside this if statement will not be executed. Okay, now let me take one another case. If user enter, let's say 11. Okay, so initially I is equals to 2. 2 is less than equals to now number is, what is value of number now? 11 minus 1, that is 10. Condition become true. Now check for his if statement. So number modulo I. Now over here, what is value of number? That is 11 modulo 2, which will return you 1. Okay, which will return you 1. So 1 is not equals to 0. So this condition becomes false. So control goes to directly this statement I plus plus. Okay, so what is currently value of I? That is 2 and it will become 3. Okay, so again repeat this loop. Now what is value of I? What is value of I? That is 3. Okay, with 3 is less than or equals to 10. Yes, 3 is less than or equals to 10. Okay, so control goes inside this if statement. Now just check this expression. What is value of number? It will remain same throughout the program. So 11 modulo I. Now what is value of I? That is 3. Okay, and what is written value of this operation? What is written value? That is 2. Okay, 11 modulo 3. So it will gives you 2. Why? Because 3 cross 3 is equals to 9. 9 plus 2 is equals to 11. So this is your reminder. Okay, that's how reminder works. So 2 is not equals to 0. So condition becomes false. And again this statement will not be printed. I plus plus. Now what is current value of I? That is 3. So after increment it will become 4. Okay, so again repeat this statement. I is 4. 4 is less than or equals to 10. Condition is true. Okay, again check over here. Now it becomes 4. Okay, and return value of this operation will be, it will be okay 3. Okay, 3. So again condition becomes false because 3 is not equals to 0 0. Okay, this return value is evaluated by this statement. So overall it is like that. 3 equal 0. Is 3 equal 0? No. Okay, so condition become false. So again control jump to this statement. Okay, what is current value? It is 4, which will be incremented and it will become 5. Okay, so again inside this while loop check for condition. Now value of I is 5 less than 10. Okay, and again it will check for this. So it will return 1. Okay, so it is not prime number. Up to how many times this will be repeated? Up to how many times? Up to number minus 1. Up to number minus 1. So let's say value of I becomes 10. Okay, so 10 is less than or equals to 10. Condition become true. Now over here, number modulo I, and what is value of I? That is 10. So it will return 1. Okay, so condition become true, and again this statement will not be executed because this condition is false. So again I plus plus. Okay, so what is value of I right now? That is 10. So it will become 11 after increment. Okay, now when again control goes to check whether this condition is true or false, so what will happen over here? What is value of I? That is 11, and this is 10. So is 11 is less than or equals to 10? No, condition becomes false, and this is how your while loop will be terminated. Okay, so over here, if number equal I, now over here you can see what is number? That is 11, and what is value of I right now? That is 11. So number is prime number. So this is the case how to use break statement and how this program will be executed. Okay, now let me just compile this program. Compiled successfully. Now run. Okay, I just forgot printf and scanf statement. Printf, we have just executed entire program by commenting enter number. Okay, after that here it comes scanf, and it is integer, that's why I have to use %d, address of number. Save, and it is a C program, so whenever you made a change you have to compile it first and then you have to execute. Okay, we got our message, and let's say it's 5 4, let's say it is 5, number is prime number. Okay, again let's say 9, number is not prime number. Okay, now again let's say 11, number is prime number. Okay, so this is how this program execute and work. Okay, so break statement, break is used whenever you want to go out of loop instantly when some condition is satisfied. Okay, that's it. Bye bye.